Get judgment sometimes, but to me, my job's real cool. And it was a hard road to get there. 8 years long in school. But I've been studying this medical practice since I was a kid. I got to third base the first time with my entire fist. I'm a proctologist. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the most powerful, most comedic podcast. You already know this stuff. Welcome to the podcast. It's May 8th, 2025. What's going on, you beautiful people? I don't know if you heard the news, but I'm obligated to talk about this stuff. A little birdie told me that Pakistan and India are on the brink of nuclear war. And I gotta tell you people, what do you think that would smell like? If a nuclear bomb went off in India, that place already, dude, they like poop in the river. Would it smell like burning curry? Like the worst diarrhea curry you ever smelled? Yeah, I'll tell you what, if this actually happens, I'm finding the no-name globalists. And if I have to smell something the rest of my life, and I have to live life as a feral ghoul, like in Fallout, I'm coming for these globalists, man. Come on. Pakistan and India, the two worst smelling countries in the world, and you're going to add a nuclear bomb to the mix? We're all going to have to cover our noses for the rest of our lives. I'm not doing this. Stop. This is not... The globalists are essentially like Bonnie and Clyde in their hot little convertible, their little hot ride, and we're kind of stuck as passengers in the back seat, and they go off the cliff, right? And once we go off the cliff, we're like, we should have gotten out like 30 miles ago. What are we doing? We have to advocate for ourselves, and that sounds so simple, but sometimes you don't realize it until you're off the cliff with Bonnie and Clyde. For real. I know this sounds insane coming from the podcast I just did about the Muppets. This sounds so trivial, but I swear this is the solution to it all. The Muppets have they have a lot going for them. Alex Jones did predict stuff. Tucker Carlson is good, I think. Although he's very self-deprecating, I think he's actually very smart, very talented at interviewing and talking about politics. Ew, that politics smells almost as bad as India times a nuclear fallout. And you know, RFK, I genuinely, he's my hero. I like RFK a lot. Donald Trump, I give daddy his dues, you know. I respect Donald Trump. Here's where they get it all wrong, though, and this is why they're Muppets. Politics, I don't care if you're a Democrat or a Republican, treat them both as if they're women. I don't care if a Democrat or a Democrat could be wailing on you 10 times, bro. A Republican could be punching down, dude. Don't punch back. What are you doing? Get out of there. I gotta go. Advocate for yourself. We're in the back seat of Bonnie and Clyde's car. You know, you go, hey, let me out at this red light. Or just jump out and start hauling up an alley. I don't care. Get out of that car and stop punching. That like, we all know the world's messed up. We all know that everything they're uncovering now, everyone knows we can stop punching because you're going to be just as bad as them. And you may think like, well, if they don't care about us, why should we care about them? That's not cool. I'm telling you, man, that's not a cool way to go about life. Resentful and hateful? That's a life of futility and misery and pain. Love thy neighbor. What 2025 also is, because I talk about that a lot, what we have become as a culture, as the United States of America in some strange way. is very showy. It's very pretentious. It's very superficial. I had a neighbor in Bangor. They would be the first ones to tell you, come to our church. We're all about this church. And then, they wouldn't live up to the principles that they would showcase to others. It's very strange. Same thing is true with the Muppets. If you really think you're on this spiritual path, why do you have to fight? Sounds like you're still trying to figure out life. That's why like in debates with atheism or religious people, I don't debate because I know I don't have to prove anything to anyone. So it seems to me the Muppets are still figuring things out. And, that's a shame because they're old. They're going to die soon. It doesn't mean that you have to die with them. We don't have to punch, okay? We know the truth, and you don't have to go around being this knight in rusty armor, trying to save everyone all the time. How about you just live your life? And by the way, no one cares about politics. India and Pakistan? Come on. No one cared about Ukraine and Russia, first of all. But I still see Ukraine flags. And what happens is like it becomes a social thing where you go, it's Team Jacob or Team Edward from Twilight. Which one are you going to choose? I'm Team Jacob because he's hot. I'm Team Edward because he's a vampire. None of it makes sense, but we still tribally go towards teams. For Pakistan and India, what do you even get? Because like Israel and Palestine, right? That was a mess. No one even understood how they even, like, the history is so complex. It goes back to the Bible, right? No one knows, but you still pick these sides because you got to be trendy. With India and Pakistan, these are confusing names. Palestine, Pakistan. So for India and Pakistan, right? The two worst smelling countries in the world. If you added nuclear bombs to that, oh, dude, plug your nose now. Look, like, no one cares about those. What would you even like? Well, I like Indian food better. I like chicken. I like chicken masala, and the desserts though they're not very good. So I'm gonna go with Pakistan on this one. They got better dessert. What do you like? There's nothing to even. No one knows why they're fighting, and this has been going on for 30, 40 years. So if you pick a side in India and Pakistan, I'm done. You're out of my life. Same goes with anyone with like insanely strong opinions about anything. Do you have an open mind? Are you adaptable? Are you flexible? Because that's what you need in 2025. You got to be adaptable. You got to be flexible. You can't have rigid ideologies. You understand what I'm saying? This whole rigidness is what got us into this mess in the first place. You got to be flexible. So anyways, I'm going to play a little mandolin to bring us out because this is the funniest song I could possibly play right now. Although it's about a relationship, it still is very relevant. So it goes like this. Picked her up after the show and we started to what's good sex without some foul smells, but this smell, it came from hell, and I swear I was gonna give this ring, but please first tell me stop vomiting. But I don't care about the smell, and I don't care about the smell, and I don't care about the smell, and maybe that's what love is. And I can see your face turning red, 'cause it smells like something's dead. I'm just an average guy, so I'd like to Sorry, I've been coughing all day, allergies. A little fedora tap. I could have done that better, but check it. I'm not rigid. I'm flexible. So what? I didn't have a perfect podcast. Nothing fits perfectly. Girls, guys, do you ever have a dress that fits perfectly? Ladies? No. Guys, you ever have a suit that's just like perfect? Even this fedora, it ain't fitting perfect. That's life, baby. So go with the flow. Go with be adaptive. Be flexible. Stop being so rigid. This perfectionism has to go. We're a mess. Human beings are a mess. We're all demons. Live with it. Get better. You don't have to be a demon. You can become an angel. And look, your capacity for darkness is equal to your capacity for light. So go towards the light, all right? Before we're all feral ghouls smelling of chicken masala and butter chicken in a nuclear holocaust. Amen.